podcast. You already know what it is. It's your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and welcome to another show, another episode on What's the Word Sports Podcast. And let me tell you, we got a good show for you today. We got some topics to discuss. So let's not beat around the bush. Let's get to it. Some hot topics that need to be discussed is Jordyn Tyson. Jordyn Tyson, it has been announced that he has a hamstring injury and he is expected to miss 2 months, about 2 months. Um, and so um, um, he's going to be missing like at least eight or nine games heading into the season. So, bro, in your opinion, man, do you feel that being said, after you hear about the news about Tyson, do you feel like it was a mistake for the Saints to pick him in the draft?
No, I don't feel like it wasn't a mistake. I think injuries is a part of the game. Is it unfortunate that it happened? Yeah, but I told you before, hamstring injuries are something tricky. Like you can't control hamstring injuries. I mean, it either can get worse by itself or it can get better. Um, I think when Jordan Tyson was practicing, everybody raved about him. Everybody talked about how good he was, about how he was making all those plays and all these catches. And I guarantee you, when he's back, he's gonna be making plays and a lot of catches against teams. So I wouldn't say it's a mistake.
Um, when I was talking in a short video the other day, um, it's just disappointing for me when I was explaining in the video, disappointing of the fact that this is a long jeopardy of the history of Jordan Tyson. Now we understand that injuries is a part of the game. I understand that completely. But if you've got a long history of getting hurt, that's a problem. And for me, do I think it's a mistake picking him? No, but I do think it's a mistake if they view him as a reliable or a number one um, wide receiver because I don't view him as that. I view him as like probably a second wide receiver, a third option, or something like that, a rotate player to build around Chris and those other guys and Jordan and everything. If they, it all depends on what the Saints view Jordan Tyson. If they view him as one of the faces in that offense, then that's a big mistake. That's a huge big mistake. Um, you know all this with George with Tyson about his health and everything like that. And so seems that as you know that and you decide to pick him anyway, my thing is like it's all about how do they view him and how are they gonna place him and stuff like that. Because you can't use him as a guy that you're gonna rely upon because it's been shown and it's been proven that he's a good wide receiver. He's a great wide receiver. Top one of the top prospect that came out of the draft this year. But he's not a what I said on the video, and I'm gonna say it again. He's not a reliable wide receiver. And so as a result, um, my thing is it depends on how the New Orleans Saints use him or view him as. If they use him, they view him as a guy that is the face of the offense or supposed to be the face, and he's continuing to have this injury history. That is a huge mistake of how they're handling it or how they view it when it comes to Jordan Tyson. But if they're using him as a guy that's like a rotation type guy, or use him as a piece to help, um, the New Orleans Saints, um, I guess to build a offense, and he's like a piece of the puzzle, then I kind of understand. But I don't. But Jordan Tyson cannot be the man if he constantly keep getting hurt. And this is a long history of it, and it's gonna be. It seems to me it might continue for the rest of his career. Um, I mean, I'm not sure, but it seems, but the way that history has been shown, it's been shown that this long jeopardy of him getting hurt is following him everywhere he goes. And so, and like I said before in the video, it's a red flag if your top wide receiver prospect can't even is not playing in the first game of the season. And so he's gonna be missing like basically half of the season. He's gonna be missing half of the season, mostly half of the season. And so like, well, expect it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it all depends on how I think New Orleans look and view Jordan Tyson. But in general, yeah, it's just yeah, it's all about how I guess how they view him when they talk about like put him in type of position offensively.
Well, I mean, of course, I disagree. I mean, number
Hmm.
one, you're the most dramatic person ever. Let's start right there. You're very dramatic. When Makai Lemon experienced hamstring injuries, you was very dramatic and talking about how Makai Lemon needs to be better and how you're so disappointed in him when all he was doing was missing training camp. Um, this man Jordan Tyson hasn't even been a year into his career yet, and you're already saying that he's going to be injured his whole career. He
I
hasn't, he,
said
hasn't,
possibly.
he hasn't even played an NFL game yet, and you said that he's going to be injured his whole career. You didn't even give the man a chance to get to the next year. You didn't even give him a chance. You didn't see that's it's too dramatic. Too dramatic. Um, if you think that they drafted Jordan Tyson in the first round to be a piece that's a third receiver, because you said receiver number three, then you
Yeah, the
don't lost your
third
mind.
option or second option.
Yeah, if you think he's gonna be the third option, you don't lost your mind. I'm gonna tell you that now. Um, he will be the second option, and at sometimes he will be the first option because Chris Olave at times might get strapped. He might get doubled. So Jordan Tyson will be the guy that steps up. Jordan Tyson is talented enough to be a number one or a number two option. The
You're
same
right.
way Chris Olave came to the NFL with injury problems, and he's shown that he could play a full season. He's shown that even though he's gotten hurt, he's also shown that he can play a full season. Um, the Saints made that evaluation. They knew that Jordan Tyson was getting hurt in college, and they still decided to get him. So that means they should have had a a, a way to really like help him throughout the training camp. Instead of making him work hard, you should have had a certain type of management for him so that he didn't get hurt as frequently as he is. But again, hamstring injuries is something that you can't really evaluate. You don't know how severe a hamstring injury can be until really later on. So I can't be mad at him for a hamstring injury.
I hear what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying. Uh, I'm not trying to be dramatic or anything like that. I'm just telling what is the fact. And the fact of the matter is that Jordan Tyson, he gets hurt everywhere he goes. That's a fact. That's not opinion, or that's not something that that I'm just making it up to make it seem like it's the conversation or the topic, make it look interesting. That's facts. You know what I mean? Now you're absolutely right. I do feel like that he is talented enough to be, heck, probably a number one. He's talented enough to be a number two. You're absolutely right. He's talented enough. But how long can you say that he can do that or carry that and still, have being that injury prone type dude at the same time. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know what I mean. I don't see that as you know, a good spot for the New Orleans Saints. You know what I mean? I do feel like that Jordan Tyson is a guy, a piece that that he can help win. I do believe that. I do believe that his talent shows that he can be a number one or a number two. But like I said before, I mean, I'm not trying to put judgment on the guy or anything like that. I know it's early and everything like that. I get all that. But I told you, it's been time in his college career and it's fallen into his NFL career. And that's what everybody was saying is that he is a great wide receiver, but his number one issue is to stay on the field. That's the problem. That's his problem.
Well, bro, brother, you specifically, you are the last person that can place judgment because just last week you were saying that you wish that we had Jordan Tyson instead of Mekhi Lemon. So you're the last person. Knowing that what you know, knowing that he was getting hurt, you said that you rather have Jordan Tyson. So you can't have no judgment. You're the last person. You specifically.
No
Uh
judgment. There's no judgment. It's facts.
as far as Olave Dennis, I do think that Olave his time probably is coming soon of getting hurt, but I have faith in him only because last season he's shown that he can do it. So now this year as the year we see was that a fluke or not? Because last year he played every game this year. This year
Mm-hmm.
let's see if it was a the the fact that Jordan Tyson is hurt kind of hurts him because now he's gonna have to produce more. But
Mm-hmm.
when Jordan Tyson is back on the field and Olavi is on the field, both of them is going to be getting targets. It's not going to be like one person is getting more than the other. But what was you saying, Mister Judgment?
What I'm saying is, bro, I'm not placing no judgment on anybody. I'm just going by what I see and going by what I'm reading about that certain player. And what I'm seeing is facts. The fact of the matter is that this man, his durability is in question. It's been in question in college. It's been in question right now. Now you're comparing to him and Makai Lemon. Okay, cool. I may went kind of a little crazy with Makai Lemon only because I set a standard when it comes to my team with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so
But
Greg, he said that. Greg, I want to know why did you say that you rather have Jordan Tyson than Mekhi Lemon last week?
I mean, I mean, Jordan Tyson is a great wide receiver. I would love him to have him with him with the Eagles. Absolutely.
So you think he's better than Mekhi Lemon?
I mean, I ain't saying that, but
No, no.
I,
If you want him, if you said
I'm
you
not
rather have
saying
him
that.
than Mekhi, that's what you saying.
I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is I've seen Jordan Tyson uh handle working. I haven't seen Makai Lemon working yet. So that's what I'm saying.
My whole point is you been knew that Jordan Tyson was injury prone, and you still decided to say that you rather have Jordan Tyson than Mekhi Lemon, even though Mekhi Lemon was the best receiver in college football. So you in your take with saying that the Saints made a mistake getting Jordan Tyson doesn't make no sense if you at one point wanted Jordan Tyson, knowing
I
what you
said
know.
I said it made a mistake depending on how they view Jordan Tyson. If they put him
So
as a
how else
guy
are they
that's
going
supposed to be the
to
number one guy, then of course that's a mistake. Of course that's a mistake, brother. Because I was saying
how
about
else
his
are they going to view
durability.
it?
He's not reliable.
The man was drafted top 15. How else are they going to
Huh?
view a top 15 pick?
He's not reliable because of his injuries. So
So
if
then
you're
why was he
not
drafted?
reliable, how can you be a number one?
So then why was he drafted?
He was drafted because of his
And
talent. He was a top. He was a
why
top.
did you want him in the first round?
Huh?
And why did you want him in the first round?
You said why did I want him in the first round?
Yes. Why did you want him?
Because he's a
He's not
second
reliable. So
talent.
why did you want him?
You
Why did
he's
you want
I
him if
said
he's not reliable?
hold it, brother, hold it. I said I said he's not reliable based on his injury, the way how they view him. They view him as him number one, him being the main target eventually when Chris leaves. So my thing is like,
No, Chris is still young, brother. Chris just got paid. Chris is there for forever.
but
It's Chris and Olave.
the bottom line is that they view Tyson as the future. Bottom line, they view him as the future. That's what they view him as. That's what they view him as. And so as a result, it's like okay, you look at him as as the future, but his durability says something different. How
I
can
think you
you be a
confused.
future and you missing 9 games?
I think you confused.
I'm not confused. I'm telling the truth.
I think you confused because you just said the same thing about Makai Lemon last week.
And I still
I was
haven't
about to say
seen
you're
anything
you're
from
you're
Makai Lemon
you're
yet.
you're you're, you're dramatic. You're dramatic. You talked about the long term future of Makai Lemon missing training camp. You're
And
dramatic.
I still haven't seen Makai Lemon do anything.
But I guarantee you, once when Jordyn Tyson comes back week 8 and he's snapping, you'll be the first one to make a video.
Okay,
You'll be the
okay.
first one saying that you'll be the first one telling the people that yeah, I knew that Jordyn Tyson was gonna be the guy. You'll be the first one.
Yo, stop it, man. Stop it.
You'll
Stop
you'll,
it.
you'll, be, you'll
No.
be the first
I
one.
would say something like this. This is what we wanted to see. His injuries shows has been a decrease of showing his true potential out in the field. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see consistency. Consistently. That's what we want to see on a constant basis. But his injuries is hindering it from us seeing that. That's what I'm gonna say on the video.
That's not what you're gonna say. You're
Okay.
gonna say that you told us all along that Jordyn Tyson was gonna be that guy and that you wish the Eagles would have drafted him. I guarantee you that's what you're gonna say. Because you like to play both sides of the fence.
I'm
You don't
not
you don't
playing
you
both
don't have
sides
to
of the fence. I'm
you
just
don't
telling
you
it
don't
like it
see.
is. I'm just telling it like it is, brother.
Right.
I'm just telling it like
Last
it is.
last week you said you wish you had Jordyn Tyson over Makai Lemon. This week you saying that you don't think Jordyn Tyson is reliable. Now in the future when he comes back and he actually starts snapping, what you gonna say?
I'm gonna say this is
This
what
is
we
what we
want
want
to
to see.
see. This we want to see all along. But his injuries is hindering for us to see his true talents. Because I believe the young boy is talented. He's great. I've seen him in action. I ain't seen Makai Lemon. I didn't see Makai Lemon. That's what I'm
You
telling
didn't see
you.
Jordan Tyson. You didn't see Jordan Tyson either.
I seen him in training camp. I guess what I didn't see in training camp. Makai Lemon.
Kyle Lemon was in rookie minicamp.
He barely was doing that.
He was doing it. Hey,
He barely was doing that, bro.
brother, I'm calling you out today.
That's fine. You can call me out. I'm just telling it like it is.
Nah, brother, you ain't gonna be moving no goalposts. You
I'm
gonna
not
stand
moving
on
no
everything you said.
goalposts. I'm just
You
seeing how I call
you
it.
gonna I want
Huh?
you to stand on everything you said. Stand on
All
everything you
right.
said because I remember everything you said.
All right. And we got the tapes to go back to. So we got the video.
I think these was conversations off camera. I know everything you told me.
I mean, look here. I could be a fan, but I'm also when I'm here, I'm being a realist, and I'm calling it like I see it. I think Jordan Tyson is a wonderful, can be a wonderful wide receiver. I really believe that. I really believe that. It's just his injuries is showing that like his durability is going to be hindering from, I think, achieving what he wants to achieve talent wise in the NFL. Now, yeah, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be. I don't get everything right, but I'm just saying during the stuff that I've seen, the history has been shown that he's a good wide receiver. He's a good wide receiver. He's a talented wide receiver. But the only thing that hinders him from reaching his full potential is injuries, and that's what I'm saying. Is that and they saying that injuries follow him everywhere he goes. And so my thing is like this. Okay, if injuries are hindering you from reaching your full potential, and your full potential is you being the guy. And so if the Saints are drafting you for you to supposed to be the guy, but you can't be the guy because of your injuries, that's the mistake on the New Orleans Saints for thinking that because they already knew what they were signing up to when they drafted him that it was not going to be that. He can be a piece to the puzzle, but he can't be one of the main pieces because he
Well,
can't
how
be
do you know that he
reliable
can't be the
in
guy?
games. Huh?
How do you know that? How do you know that?
It's been shown. It's been proven in college when they was going
Man,
on through
that's
the
college.
when they
College
was
and
going
NFL
through
is
the
two
draft
different
and
things.
everything like that.
It's two different things. Two is two different things.
The
You can't.
progress
You
report don't
can't.
lie.
Number one. Number one is that he hasn't even been in the league for a year. I can understand if he was getting hurt throughout the whole year. He has one injury,
He was getting
which
through
is a
her
hamstring
throughout
injury.
college.
We're not talking about college. We're in the NFL now. If we're gonna go off of college, there's a lot of people who was injury prone in college that wasn't injury prone in the NFL. Or there's a lot of people that went through college with no injuries that came to the NFL and was injury prone. Can't go off of college. You can only go off of what happens in the NFL.
Okay, that's fine. You got me there. But all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is a bad sign right now for the fact that he's about to miss almost 10 games. And it's only 17 games and no 18 games in the season.
That's
That's
cool. I mean, it's players that's missing the whole season.
well for a rookie.
Players in general.
I don't know.
Players out
I'm
here
just
that's
saying,
missing the
I'm just
whole
saying it's
season.
not a good sign. That's all I'm saying. It's not a good sign. It's just not a good
Hey,
sign,
I
bro.
just
To me, it's not a good
I just
sign. And
seen.
after you, it probably like, oh, whatever it is, what it is, they'll figure it out. But
No, you can say
no,
it's not a good sign. I'm cool with you saying it's not a good sign, but you're trying to say like that's gonna be his whole career. You can't say
I'm
that
not
yet.
saying that's his whole career. I'm saying that
Yeah,
what
you just
we're
said.
what we're witnessing, what we're witnessing right now, has been showing. It's living proof that he can't be reliable. If they're using him, if they're seeing him as a guy that they want to rely upon, he obviously can't because he's not going to be playing.
Well, if I'm gonna go off of if I'm going off of your logic, then Travis Hunter is injury prone too. If I'm gonna go off of what you're saying, Travis Hunter didn't prove that he's reliable. He got hurt
Right,
for half the season.
right.
So what's the difference?
I mean, the difference is
Because
with
Travis Hunter
Travis,
was getting hurt in college too. Travis was getting hurt in college too. So what's the difference?
but he was showing himself that he was that guy. He won the Heisman.
Jordan Tyson was too. Jordan Tyson was showing that he's that guy too. So tell me the difference. One missed the half the season in the beginning, the other one missed half the season in the end. What's the difference? Because both is missing half the season.
Well, technically, Travis missed the whole season. For real, if you want to get all technical, he kind of missed the whole
Okay,
season.
that's even better.
But
Even better.
that's even better. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is this: it's a bad sign. It's a bad sign, and especially the way that people are viewing Jordan Tyson. They saying that he's a guy that's a great wide receiver, which I believe he is, great talent, but I believe he is. But the thing that lacks that's going to hinder him is injuries, and it's been shown right now that whatever injury that he's dealing with right now, he's going to miss a long period of time. And I'm telling you this, and if it becomes a pattern, if it becomes a pattern, you feel what I'm saying? During his his tenure in the NFL. That's what I mean. That he cannot be a
Okay.
reliable wide receiver.
Like Greg brought a great person. Christian
I
McCaffrey
can't
was considered.
I can't see the comments, so you gotta tell me what's going on. So
I got it on my other phone. I can't see either. I don't
oh,
know what
okay.
you did.
I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, you done broke it. But yeah, Christian McCaffrey
I'll
is
figure
a player that was considered injury prone, but is still the number one reliable player on his team every year.
Say it one more time. You said Christian McCaffrey, what?
Is considered an injury prone player,
Right,
but is also the number one reliable player on the team.
right. But the thing about it is the
You
difference
said,
between you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Hold on, and then can I explain?
go ahead.
All right. Now the difference between him and Christian McCaffrey, first of all, Christian McCaffrey already proved himself that he's one of the top running backs. He's a generational talent. He proved himself. Now, even though that he be injured, and he be injury prone that everybody said he is, and I believe that. It's obviously that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, we seen his true max potential. We seen how generational wide running back he is. So when he comes back in injury, we like, oh crap, that guy back. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie.
You
Well, go ahead.
you realize he plays the position that gets hit the most.
It don't matter.
It does matter though. If you're injury prone and you play the position that you get hit every play, that does matter. Wide receiver, you're not getting hit every play.
Well, I mean, well, that's my point exactly. That my thing is that he proved that he can be a star running back, and or he can be in any type of like position they put him in, whether it's wide receiver, whether it's running back, whether it's them doing shotgun, bubble screen, or whatever the case may be. It's been shown that he can do it. He's an all
Okay,
around
so then
back.
why won't you let Jordan Tyson prove it?
I'm not saying that he can't prove it. I'm not saying that at
But you
all.
already jumped to a conclusion. You jumped to a conclusion saying that the Saints made a mistake if they think that he's going to be a number one or number two.
I'm not jumping on the conclusion if the conclusion is facts. And the fact of the matter is that he's injury
It's
prone.
not fixed. It's
It
not
is fact.
fixed. You never see him play. You can't. There's no facts behind it. It's an
It's
opinion.
fact that he's injury prone. It's fact that
It's your feelings.
it's not my feelings, bro. It's
Your
been shown.
feelings.
They've been told. They showed us. They told us that he's a great
It's your
wide
feelings.
receiver. But the one thing that hinders him is his injuries.
Nah, you and your feelings.
All right. I guess we gotta agree to
All I'm
disagree.
saying is,
But you know,
I don't want to making no videos about Jordan Tyson saying that you knew it.
knew what? I knew what?
Just saying, just don't say that you say you knew it. You knew he was gonna be the guy.
I, I said that he has the talent to be the guy. I'm
My
not
guy
questioning. I'm not
Greg said.
questioning the talent.
My guy Greg said people was calling Odell Beckham washed after all his injuries at age like 28, and he already proved himself years prior.
Okay, okay. I'm not saying that Jordan Tyson can't prove himself. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that he can't overcome it. But my thing is that history has been shown that he can't be, I guess, the full max potential of a wide receiver that he wants to be because of the injuries that he endures. And so that's what I'm telling you. It's
But I'm
like
saying,
I'm not saying that he can't.
but he saying even if it was the opposite, even if Jordan Tyson didn't get hurt right now and got hurt later on in his career, you would still consider him washed. No, it don't matter even if it was proven or not. It don't matter. You would still consider him washed just because of the injuries. If he got injuries in multiple years.
I wouldn't say he would be washed.
Yes, you would. You would.
I wouldn't say he'd be washed. I'll say he can't be a reliable target. That's what I would say. He can still be a part of the puzzle, but he can't be a reliable target. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's okay. I'm gonna remember all this.
All right. Remember.
He's
Remember,
on.
brother, remember.
I want
Remember, brother,
everybody to remember
remember. I want you
everything
to
you just
remember.
said.
All right, cool. Wait, let us know how you feel about Jordyn Tyson and his injury, him missing out for 2 months. Uh, Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel as well. We want to hear from you, listen to you. You know what I mean? Hear your opinion. Your opinion matters to us. Um, Tell us what you think. Get involved with of the show. We want you to be engaged as well. You know what I mean? Not just listening, but we want you to engage, and we'll definitely answer anything that's in your heart or what you want to express. We definitely are here to talk about it as well. And so we were talking about Jordan Tyson. Now we're gonna move on to Puka Nakua. Now Puka Nakua, he has got a whole lot. He got a whole lot going on with him. But when it comes down to it, I think he's right now is waiting for a contract extension, and I believe so. And so, in your opinion, brother, do you feel that he should be the highest paid wide receiver?
Yeah. I mean, even if I didn't feel that way, he's going to be the highest paid receiver. That's just how it goes. I mean, Puka had a great year last year,
Hmm.
and if people like who's the highest receiver right now? Do you remember?
Uh, I think Chris is now.
Chris
I think
Olave.
Chris is now. Yeah, I think
So
Chris is
if
now. If not Chris, if
if
not Chris,
Chris,
is Drake.
okay, well, if Chris is in the top, if a top paid receiver, Puka is going to be the number one receiver. It's bound to happen.
Mm,
I mean, and then also you got to remember that Devontae Adams is not going to be there forever.
mm,
So you gotta secure your future, especially because you said the next guy up is Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is going to have a number one. He needs a number one. So Puka is a great number one to have. Puka is reliable. I told you the only thing bad that's happened to Puka was the stuff out off the field, and that was
mm.
recent. But before all that, Puka was amazing on and off the field.
Do you feel like the stuff that's going on with him outside the field will affect him? Um, when it comes to him getting signed a contract extension.
Nah, I don't think it will. I think once all this stuff passes over, he'll be back on track to being cool. Cause remember, I told you this is the first time that you actually heard about stuff off field with Puka.
Right,
Puka's been in the league for like he has to been in the league for like 4 or 5 years now. So it's not like it's a reoccurring thing like Stephon Diggs where you hear about Stephon Diggs and something every year.
right.
This is just something that just happened. I mean, it happens to the best of
I feel you.
them. Greg said
Uh,
worth every penny. Top three receiver. I agree with that.
I agree with 100%. Um, how old is Puka Nakua?
Young,
Oh,
probably like 25.
25. Um, yeah, I agree completely. Puka Nakua is somebody different. He really, very different. He had a phenomenal year last year. I think he had a. I think yes. I think last year he hit his career high in receiving yards, if I'm not mistaken, right? And He just a all around phenomenal uh, wide receiver. Do I believe that he deserved the money? Absolutely. He should be get paid the highest wide receiver because he has earned the right to when we talk about wide receivers, who's a top five or a top 10 or whatever the case may be. No, I'm not even gonna say top 10, top five or top three. If your list doesn't include Puka Nakua, you're not watching football. That's just plain as that. You're not watching football. This man is a sensation. Um, he's what 25 years old. He's been under Matthew Stafford. I hope. I ain't gonna lie. I do would like to see him get a ring. Get a ring, be a champion one day. You know what I'm saying? He deserves it. I do believe that he's the type of wide receiver. I mean, he be getting his numbers, but I do want to see him, achieve that ultimate goal. I know each and every year. Well, like for the past 3 years, they've been trying to get to that place, but they always come short just a little bit. And so I know that each and every year when he comes, it seems like each and every year, when they fall short, that next year he comes back with extra motivation, extra fire. You know what I mean? And so, um, yeah, I feel like that Rams is definitely knocking on the door to get back into that Super Bowl um, place. You know what I mean? But yeah, in general though, just by him in general though, you can't you can't you can't um say anything bad about Puka. He's a top three, top five wide receiver here in this league. He's one of the best. And you know, he deserved every single penny. Like what Greg was saying, he deserved every single penny that comes his way. And I hope he does get paid soon. I think when all this is settled in, because I think right now he's kind of in a standoff because of what's going on with him outside of football. But when all this stuff is done, I hope that he gets his money and go out and show and prove again why he's that dude. But Puka is definitely a great guy, great, phenomenal wide receiver. And so yeah, I do believe he deserves every single penny that comes his way. He earned it for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid for sure. I don't think there's no negotiating that. He's gonna get paid.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's just a matter of time at this point, right? Basically, or they might wait
Yeah,
till
I
next
mean,
year. Cause you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Or they might do it during the season. We'll just never know. But eventually he gonna get paid. Eventually he gonna get paid. And who knows? He might reset the market. Well, we know he's gonna reset the market, but he might reset the market for a nice good couple million, probably around probably 5, 6, probably 7, 8 million higher than everybody else salary. I wouldn't be surprised.
nah, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna really take it that far. He gonna reset the
I wouldn't
market
be
though.
surprised. I
I
wouldn't be
don't think
surprised
by no
though. Yeah.
they gonna still need money, brother. I don't think that by no 5 million. 5 million, that's not
I
cheap,
mean, I
bro.
wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, yeah, you just never know. I mean, you never know in this league, bro. I mean, they gave Deshaun Watson $250 million, all guaranteed, and so you just never know in this
Damn.
league. So
Greg said LA would be setting Todd Simpson up for failure if they didn't pay Puka.
oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%, 100%. 100%. I do believe that as well. I believe that Puka is not only the piece to right now, but also the future as well. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, unless something crazy happens, I don't see Puka going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't see it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
Puka,
do believe that
yeah,
he is. Uh,
I would say he could play another 6 years at least. At the very least, he could play
yeah,
another 6 years. So yeah,
yeah,
you definitely
seriously.
need him.
I mean, you probably gonna have to build around. When Matthew be gone, I mean, probably Matthew, and then what's his name, Devontae Adams might be gone, but then you gonna have. I mean, I know you said last episode there's a possibility that Sean McVay might leave when Matthew Stafford retires. So
Mhm.
if that would have been be the case, you know what I'm saying? Then I mean Ty Simpson. I mean, their defense is pretty cool. It's pretty solid. I mean, they probably won't have Miles Garrett at that particular time, or they might have for one year or something like that. But um, but as far as the defense, their defense is going to be solid. The only thing that they'll probably would need is probably another wideout, was aside alongside with Nakua, because they got their running back
Yeah,
with Kyron Williams, and he's young, and so know what I'm saying? And I forgot their tight end. His tight end name. Forgot his tight end name. I forgot. But he okay. I mean, he ain't tough, but I mean, he okay.
yeah. I mean, only
Huh?
tight end I can remember is I said the only tight end I can remember is Tyler Higbee, but that's it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he okay. I mean, he ain't somebody that be like, oh crap, he's a major threat. But he's a solid piece. You know what I mean? But that's the only thing I probably would see you know if when Ty Simpson take over, they probably gonna need another wide receiver beside Puka. But other than that, they should be straight. Uh,
Yeah.
But yeah, um, moving on to the next topic. You know, um, actually, I ain't gonna lie, brother. I can't wait. I ain't gonna lie. When I actually was brainstorming about this topic, I was really, really like curious of how your answer was going to be on this next question or the next topic we're going to discuss. Because I really am curious to see what's going to be your answer. But um, coming into this season, we about like 3 weeks away from the season, stuff like that. Which wide receiver do you feel has the most pressure this year?
The most pressure this year.
Yeah, it could be one or two. It don't matter.
I actually have multiple. The first person is Mr. AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown has the most
Okay.
pressure because AJ Brown made the most noise throughout the summer. Um, Whether that's because he didn't speak up for Jalen Hurts or because of the comments that he did make when he did decide to speak on Jalen Hurts. He basically said that he wanted to get the ball and he wasn't really getting the ball in Philly. Um, so I feel like the most pressure is on him because if he has a down year and Jalen Hurts has a great year, it's going to look bad on him. And vice versa. I mean, if he has a good year, Jalen Hurts has a down year, it's going to look good for AJ. So it's a lot of pressure on AJ Brown to go out and produce. Um, we seen early on in training camp when he was dropping the passes, how everybody was going crazy, seeing that they told you so, seeing that they knew that he was going to drop the ball because that's what he was doing with the Eagles. Everybody is having any fun until I think the very next training practice, he started actually catching the ball, and he's catching the ball more and more and more, and he's starting to get a connection with Drake May. So I think it's a lot of pressure on AJ Brown. It's a lot of pressure. On the flip side of that, I don't think I have my picture, can't because I can't find it. But on the flip side of AJ, I think it's a lot of pressure on Smitty because because of that whole AJ and Jalen drama, the next person you look at is Smitty because now you're looking to see if Smitty can be the guy. Can Smitty be a number one? Which we've seen him be a number one on the other side. I mean, we've seen him be one B. We haven't seen him be
Hmm.
one by himself besides his rookie year, and he's gotten way better since his rookie year. So he's gotten way better since his rookie year. Jalen Hurts has gotten way better since his rookie year, and the team has gotten better. So now it's, can Smitty be the number one? Can Smitty be the target that Jalen can rely on throughout the whole season? That's something that we have yet to see. Um, then I started looking at the younger receivers. We've talked about this guy a lot. Marvin Harrison. It's a lot of pressure on Marvin Harrison because Marvin Harrison has yet to prove that he was worth that pick he was drafted at. Him dropping all these passes is unacceptable. It's unacceptable because of who he is and because of what
Right.
we know he could do. I mean, at the time they were
Right.
saying this guy was a generational wide receiver. So there's no reason why Marvin Harrison is in the place that he is in right now. So I think it's a lot of pressure for him to perform because if he doesn't perform, he will be on another team. He will be. And interesting, the last person I'm going to say is actually somebody that was drafted in the same class as him, and it didn't really come to my mind until just now. But Malik Neighbors, there's pressure on Malik Neighbors because Malik Neighbors got hurt. What was that? His second year. I think he had a
Hmm.
great rookie year. He got hurt his second year. Didn't get to play with Jackson Dart. So it's a lot of pressure on Malik Neighbors because we need to see if Malik Neighbors can be the same Malik Neighbors that he once was. Can Malik Neighbors still
Hmm.
produce? And he's playing with a new quarterback. Before, when he went off, he was playing with Daniel Jones. And you're now playing with Jackson Dart. I don't think he's been practicing like fully with like pads against contact and all that. I don't think yet, but he's gotten some catches with him and
Hmm.
like the warm up drills. But it's important for him to get that connection because it will be in due time that he's going to be up to get a contract, and I'm sure he wants to
Right.
be the number one paid receiver. So I think it's going to be a lot of pressure for him to show that he is who he is who he say he is. Between him and Marvin Harrison, they are two receivers that's going to forever be linked because of them being in the same draft class. And yeah, those are my four receivers right there. But my main guy is AJ. AJ is the main guy that has the most pressure on him, no matter what. Yeah, Greg said AJ
I
too.
hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. Me dialoguing and hearing everything that you're saying, I digest every single word that you said, brother. Um, Trust me, I've been listening to every word. Um, to review your whole list, starting with number one, AJ Brown. I agree with you completely. He was definitely the main guy that was making the most noise out of all NFL. I definitely agree with you on that. Um, him saying that he's not getting the ball to Jalen Hurts and this and the third, and just making a complete scene, and basically that he wants the ball. And so I expect him, since he has the most pressure, I expect him to have a good big year. I expect that. And if I don't see and we don't see that, then it's going to be really bad on his end. Um Now Smitty, somewhat I agree with you, but there's another part that I don't. But the only part that I don't agree is, I mean, I understand why he has pressure because of the departure of AJ Brown, and I
Hmm.
get, it caused more pressure for him because he's the number one guy now, and so I understand that part, which I agree with you on that. The part that I don't really, I guess, fully like agree with you is to say that he got to go out and prove it because he already proved it beforehand. So my thing is like, since he proved it beforehand,
What
he
did he
can do it
prove?
again. He can prove that he's number one.
What did he
Back in the
do?
day before AJ Brown was even there.
I mean, how
Huh?
many yards did Smitty have his first year?
I don't know.
966.
That's a
Which is
top.
a
That's a
great,
that,
which is a great great amount of yards for your rookie season. But 900 yards is not a number one receiver. That's not number one receiver yards. That's just the truth. 900 yards is not number one
I
receiver yards.
mean,
So you
I mean,
can't say that
okay, go
he's
ahead.
proven to be because he hasn't. I think, can Smitty be a number one? Yes, I fully agree that and believe that Smitty can be a number one in the league. That's not something I'm taking away from him. But what we also gotta acknowledge is Smitty's best years has come from playing next to AJ Brown.
You're
We have
right.
to acknowledge that.
You're absolutely
Now,
right.
and we always said 1A
Even
and
though it
1B.
didn't look like it, even though it didn't look like it, because it was time that it really didn't look like it. Even though that he has best years with AJ Brown, people would go ahead and view it as like, okay, they was a dynamic duo, but for real, AJ kind of carried the whole a lot of the load. A lot of people would say that, and I couldn't understand it from that perspective. You know what I mean? And so,
Yeah, and
you know
really,
what I mean?
that's the main reason. That's the main reason why I said it's pressure on Smitty in that aspect because, like you said, a lot of people would say that AJ carried a lot of the work, and a lot of people would say
Okay,
once AJ left, a lot of people said, "Oh, Smitty is not built to be a number one receiver. He's
you
too
can't
small.
do
He's
it.
too skinny."
Right.
You feel me? So that's why I
Okay.
said
Okay.
it might not be pressure as far as like the NFL for him to be have pressure on the NFL, but it might just be pressure on himself that he needs to
Right. Okay.
prove to himself that he can be that guy.
Okay.
Because again,
Okay.
this year there is no 1A and 1B. I think this is a year where it's just we just have a number one receiver, we have a number two, number three. I don't look at Wicks as a 1B, not yet. I think I gotta see it in game for me to call Wicks a 1B. I got for he
Hmm.
has to prove to me that he can be a 1B. Smitty to me proved that he could be a 1B. He proved that he could be a number one on the team, which is
He
why we
did.
called him 1B.
Absolutely.
You feel me? So
Absolutely.
that's why I'm like, if since Smitty doesn't have that luxury that AJ Brown had of having a 1B, it's gonna be pressure on Smitty to be that guy because now Smitty is gonna have more pressure. He's gonna face the number one corners now. It's a lot of things that's going to change for Smitty, and I think Smitty will be prepared for it. But it's just the pressure of you feel me?
Right. Actually, we actually gonna get to that in a minute. Actually, about Devontae Smith getting to the number one corners because he actually was doing good with this specific number one corner. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Unfortunately, I was gonna say unfortunately that specific video was old. Yeah, I know.
he is this boy. I'm telling you, boy. Yeah.
Unfortunately, brother, I said the same
All
thing.
right. Well, I guess
I
we're
thought
going to
it.
wait till tomorrow. I guess. I guess we're going
Yeah,
to
I
have to
thought
wait
it
till
was
tomorrow
recent too.
then. All
Yeah,
right, cool. I guess we're going to wait till tomorrow then. It's cool. Fine. But whatever. Okay, cool. So and then also I agree with you completely about neighbors and Harris. Now mine's absolutely. Mine was definitely um Marvin Harris. Wait, hold it. My bad. It was actually hold it. Yeah, Harris right here. Um, yeah, everything that you said it hands down. He was supposed to be the number one, a generational wide receiver. He's turned into a bust right now, and well, it seems like he's turning into a bust. And he's dropping every single pass, and we like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? They literally gave up. a whole lot to get this guy, and he's not producing the way that he's supposed to be producing. They got uh, one can easily argue that they have a good, solid quarterback room. You know, with Carson Peck and the other boy, I forgot his name, but to um play the performance that he can play and his type of level. But unfortunately, he hasn't lived up to that expectation. And I feel like that this year he has to make that leap and have to show that he is the guy, and he's the reason why they picked him as a first rounder, and he has to play like a top wide receiver. And I feel like that if he don't, absolutely he's gonna be looking for another team. Absolutely, not 100%. So Harrison Jr. is definitely the one guy that I definitely agree that he has the most pressure. Um, I think out of all of them, because I have three. The second one is what you said earlier was Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors definitely has pressure. Him coming back from torn his ACL. A lot of people is trying to see can he get back to where he was, in his first year. Um, like you said before, he eventually is going to ask for a contract. I expect Malik Neighbors, especially the way that he's talking right now about that he's going to go out and dominate and this, that, and the third. I expect him to go out and do that. You on your third year in your rookie deal, and you can be eligible to get extended next year. You know what I mean? You can, or they can just wait and you gotta play your fourth year. You know what I mean? But yeah, he got a lot to prove. He got a lot to show that he is the guy, that he is the number one, and that he's sure that he can be that guy for Jackson Dart, um, and go back into that level um, that we once saw him as a rookie. I hope I hope that this year he becomes an all pro, or at least make it to the Pro Bowl. I want to see him to dominate and stuff like that, the way that he said claims that he's going to do, and that and he vows to do. And so, you know, um, yeah, and I believe that he's very, very talented. And he just got to go out there and show him that he's number one. So yeah, that's the number two guy that I feel like is the wide receiver has the most pressure. And three is is the last one is Rashid Rice. Now the reason why I picked this man Rashid Rice is because this man has been doing a whole lot. His first year with the Kansas City Chiefs, he was he was a star. He was basically a star. He was dominating and everything, and then somehow, some way, the injuries put him down, slow slippage. He was had some outside trouble and everything like that, which caused him to not play the way that his standards supposed to be at. Um, we look at Rasheed Rice as like, okay, he can be right beside. It was at one point where I said, oh yeah, Rasheed Rice could be beside the boy Xavier Worthy. You know what I mean, for Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But I think the injury definitely hindered him from reaching that potential that potential that he wanted, that he desired to be, or want. You know what I mean? I believe that he needs to come back and have vengeance on his mind. You know what I mean? He had a terrible injury last year, and now he's coming back playing and stuff like that, and he is saying that he wants to come back and prove that he is that guy. You know what I mean? And so, um, Rasheed Rice, we got to see more. I want to see more of Rasheed Rice. I don't want to be looking at him to say that he's going to be. Yeah, he's a wide receiver that got potential, but can't get the job, but can't stay healthy. I don't want to say it like that because I like Rasheed Rice. You know what I mean? And um, so yeah, so those are the three guys in my eyes specifically that has the most pressure coming into this year.
Yeah, it's a good list.
That's a good list. Yeah, so let us know how you feel about that list. What we talking about? Sean said AJ Brown, Malik Neighbors, and Devontae Smith, and we said Marlon Harrison Jr. Right? Yeah, Marlon Harrison
Yeah.
Jr. Yeah, and I said I said Harrison Jr., Rasheed Rice, and Malik Neighbors. Agree. If you agree, disagree, pick out which wide receiver you think that has the most pressure in your opinion and why. Let us know. Um, that being said, we got one more topic to discuss for you today, and it was what happened today. What everybody's been waiting for. August 19th today. Um, the Eagles and the Patriots joint practice today. First part, day one. Um, what is your takeaway from what you saw today with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Patriots?
Um, I think I liked a couple things. I didn't like a lot of things, but of course, the number one thing I liked was the Quinyon Mitchell versus AJ Brown matchup. Just seeing Quinyon going against a number one. I mean, we see it all year, but just to see it again, that Quinyon is who he say he is, it just feel good to see that. AJ Brown claimed that Quinyon was holding, but hey, I don't really care. Another good thing that came out of this
Of
practice
course you're gonna say
was
that.
they said it was.
Yeah, of course you're gonna say that.
Yeah,
Go ahead, my bad, my
the
bad. He
other
gonna get
good
me
thing.
tight. Go
No, you good, but you good,
ahead.
brother. The other good thing that came from his practice is they said that it was a lot of running lanes. So that's another good thing. Says the run offense was horrible last season. Couldn't get no running lanes for
Right.
Saquon. They said it was a lot of big holes, and the run game was looking very good. Now, what was bad is our defense, our pass defense didn't look good. And if you go off of the stats, you would say that our pass defense looked horrible. But when you really look at the and evaluate the film, a lot of those passes that Drake made completed, he probably would have got sacked. Honestly, he would have got sacked or he would have got hit or had put. It was a lot of pressure on Drake made. The defensive line was putting pressure on him for sure.
Yeah.
So, but if we're not going off of that, I think he was like 21 or 25. So that's not good. The offense wasn't able to score. They was not able to score in the last period. So that's a bad look on the offense. And I don't know if Smitty played practiced or not today. I know that he suited up, but I don't know how much he practiced it today. Um, but yeah, I think I want to see the offense be better. Interceptions by Jalen is unacceptable. I don't want to see interceptions in practice. I mean, it's only preseason, but I don't want it to become a habit of him throwing the interceptions because that's not what Jalen
Right.
does. So throwing one is like cool, but I think he threw like two or three. So that's I have a problem with that. But yeah, I think we still got more days to come for these joint practices, more to see.
Absolutely. Uh, great take, brother. Great take. I was soaking it all in. Uh, yeah, absolutely. My take from what I've learned, well, definitely a lot of Eagles fans out there. And they definitely took over Foxborough this morning, and the one-on-one drills, the secondary, our secondary, the Eagles secondary was definitely cooking them. The one I was kind of disappointed was the one-on-one matchup. I forgot the wide receiver name with New England, but he was going up against Cooper DeJean, and Cooper DeJean got cooked. I didn't like that at all. Um, um, but the absolutely, I think the highlight reel of everything was the one-on-one matchup was with Quayon and AJ Brown. Everybody wanted to see it. You know, that was the showcase of the day. We wanted to see the best going against the best. You know what I mean? And then on top of all that, you know, to me, the way that it looked like it was easy. It was like it was light work for Quayon. It looked like it was light work. The way that it looked it because but then I understand why because he played against AJ Brown 3 years.
Mhm.
So he knows his footing, he knows his footwork, you know what I mean? He knows where he's gonna go and he knows what he's gonna do. You know what I mean, before he even does it. And so it's not like AJ Brown changed his footwork or did anything different. He did everything the same. And so kudos to Quinyon Mitchell for doing what he was doing. Also, Woodland having the deflect pass with that one-on-one matchup with Romeo Dobbs, that was great. Um, Absolutely, I think that the offense definitely needs to improve. But like I said, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. This is a new offensive coordinator. Um, Jalen is still trying to get in the groove of things. Um, I absolutely agree that the picks are unacceptable. The picks are definitely unacceptable. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather have him having the picks in training camp than having it in the real game. And so, you know what I mean. So if you got to throw it as three more picks, and not having those picks in the game, fine. I'll be comfortable with that. Um, but I know Jalen. I know he's all about perfection, and he's not Tyler, and he doesn't like that at all. And I do believe, and this is what I'm claiming, I do believe that tomorrow they're going to come and they're going to dominate. I do believe that the offense is going to dominate tomorrow, and Jalen's going to play way better than we played today. Um, you know, um, yeah, that was also my takeaway from it. My also takeaway was from the interviews uh, after the practice. Um, I know that AJ Brown was saying some stuff that he loved Philly and this, that, and the third, and he wasn't really diving into what happened in the past. He just moving forward. Um, basically the reporters asked him a direct question, and he basically ducks the question. My thing was like, why are you ducking the question, bro? It's already over. You saying it's over? Why are you ducking the question? Just say how you feel. You said how'd you feel, and or as soon as you got traded, you asked every reporter that lady to come to your house, and yeah, you was rapping all over Jalen Hurts. You was bleeding him out. You was bleeding that dude out. So now when the reports come and Philly reporters come, you ain't got nothing to say. That weirdness from AJ Brown, I don't like that. But that was
I,
irritating. Well, go
I
ahead.
don't mean to cut you off, brother. Before
Go
you
ahead.
like lose your thought and all that. Greg said you don't think those picks are sign of things to come.
No, I don't think that because practice makes perfect. And the thing about it is that you know that's what training camp is for. That's what training is for you to make the mistakes now. So when you go into the game, you know what to do and what not to do. You feel me? And so, um, I mean, I don't like the picks like with the New England Patriots. I'm gonna say that. I mean, I don't like that with the New England Patriots because all that drama was going on with them. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's not like they playing a real game. So it's like I understand I understand that it's practice, and like I told you, Jalen is still learning. He's still learning a whole new system, a whole new process, and so it's going to take some time. It's gonna take some time. That's what I'm saying. And so um, that's why I said I'd rather him having those mistakes now than having those mistakes when the game really actually matters. So yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I didn't really like that or what AJ did to try to really duck or brush stuff off. But I guess that's just how he is, and whatever. But but yeah, he was really ducking and diving. I know. One of the reporters said, "Did you talk to Jalen?" He said no. Um, Jalen said the same thing in his interview. He said no as well. But the thing that really got me was the fact that that really caught my attention was the fact that Devontae Smith didn't talk to AJ Brown at all either in practice as well. Now, so not only Jalen didn't talk to him, but Devontae didn't talk to him either. And so that was like, oh, okay, what the hell is going on here? You know what I mean? Because I mean, they could say, "Oh yeah, they was out there, working out and this, that, and the third, training or whatever the case may be." But that's your homie. That's supposed to be your homie. You can't say I to him. I assume that your relationship goes deeper than football. You know what I mean? I mean, Milton Williams, he ain't waste no time hugging everybody. He ain't wait no he hugged every goddamn body when they came and showed up. Only the only person that AJ probably dabbed was Big Dom. That's the only thing that I saw, bro. Like was Big Dom. I'm like, yo, bro, like, bro, what's up with this weirdness, bro? Like the weirdness is crazy. I don't know. It probably some really. I don't know. I think it's something really deeper than I think what it is. But I don't know. But it's just weird,
I did
man.
I did see reports that said that players did talk to AJ. Now I don't know if it probably wasn't star players, but I did see that
Yeah,
people did talk to him.
it wasn't Devontae because
Yeah,
Devontae said he didn't talk to anyone.
yeah, it wasn't Smitty and it wasn't Jalen. And
I said,
maybe it was
damn.
players like maybe Saquon did.
I said, damn. But yeah, Saquon, he ain't rude. He don't got a rude bone in his body. You know what I
And
mean?
Elijah Moore, that's his best friend and all that.
Oh yeah, true that. That's right. I ain't gonna lie. That probably would have kind of pushed the needle. They signed him. I think that was, I guess, Howie's way of like, come on, AJ, stay here. But AJ said, forget that, f that. but 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 yeah, that was my also take. And my also take from it was Lane actually interview. And what you would it was curious. It was curious that you brought that up with the whole the running routes and stuff like that they were doing, how things were open
Mm.
up. Because when Lane was talking today, he was saying we about to see the old Saquon 2 years ago. That's his exact quote, comment, statement. I said,
I believe it.
I said,
I said, like, from the reports,
okay.
yeah, yeah, the report said that
I,
those
I,
the
I'm looking
lanes,
forward to see that. Woo!
yeah,
I'm looking forward to see that, brother. I want to see that again.
yeah,
Hit that 2000. This time beat Eric Dickerson record. This time he can't. This time he gotta beat that record. If that's the case.
yeah. See, the only thing is, I don't think he'll get to that record now because now it's Saquon and Bigsby. Because Bigsby proved that he can get those carries too now, and we
Yeah.
ain't had Bigsby
Kind
at
of like a
that
1-2
time.
punch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of like a 1-2 punch. Yeah, it's more like what, like Gibbs and David Montgomery type like duo. You know what I mean? Kinda a little bit with the duo, the comparison with the running backs.
yeah.
Not the running play style, but anybody say anything?
Greg said I called it. Also, sound like y'all don't fully trust Hurts throwing. We'll be running more though.
See, bro. Like, who said I didn't trust Jalen Hurts? Who said that? I trust Jalen Hurts. I trust him. If you talking about dating, you must be talking about other people. Cause I never said I ain't trust Jalen Hurts. But like I said before, Greg is a hater. He doesn't hate. He hates the Eagles, and so whenever negativity comes into the Eagles' way, he takes it and he spends it and he twists it. To try to manipulate it, try to justify his case. When in actuality, you can't, brother. So it's all right. But to answer your question, Jalen, I do believe in Jalen. I do believe in the passing. I do believe in the system that Sean Mannion is about to is doing with the whole Eagles system, offensive system.
He said he was talking about the Eagle staff
What about the Eagles staff?
because
Oh,
you
like
say
we don't trust the Eagles staff?
like the Eagle staff is going to put more. It's going to focus more on the run game than the passing game. Because you remember you said you don't know who
Oh,
y'all is. That's who he's saying y'all isn't the training staff.
basically like finding our identity.
Basically, the staff don't trust Jalen Hurts to throw the ball.
Who said that? Sean Mannion?
You said what?
I said, who said that? Sean Mannion?
No, that's what Greg said. he also
Well, Greg,
said
let me say this,
whose
brother.
hands he said whose hands would you want the ball in, Jalen's or Saquon's?
Yo, this dude crazy. So yeah, this dude crazy. Well, number one, if they didn't trust Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, why is he a quarterback? That's number one. All right. If I don't trust if I don't trust you to throw the ball, why are you a quarterback? I need a quarterback that I can trust to throw the ball. If I can't trust you to throw the ball, why are you in my team? That's number one. Now number two, who I trust the ball more. I trust both of them. I ain't gonna lie, I trust both of them. It's not no one or two thing. I trust both of them.
Now you got to choose one. If you had
So
to
I gotta choose
choose
one.
game 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 on the line, whose hands do you want the ball in, Jalen or Saquon?
Hurts. Game on the line hurts. Jalen Hurts is one of the best. Is one of the best right now, clutchest quarterbacks in the league right now, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. And so you can
I'm
you
gonna give
can
I'm gonna
you
give you
can
a
you can
scenario.
say, oh yeah,
I'll, I'll give you a scenario. I'll give you a scenario. So
okay,
let's
all right,
say,
give me a
would you
scenario.
rather would you rather 4th and 5 with Jalen Hurts or 4th and 1 with Saquon?
I'll say 4th and 5. The only reason why I choose 4th and 5 is because if I choose 4th and 1 with Saquon, I already know they're gonna have like a gut in. It's gonna be a gut in. Everybody's gonna be into that line. They're gonna do what they can to stop Saquon. I already know what the play is gonna be before it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Well, the defense gonna know the defense gonna know the play. It's gonna be gut in. It's gonna be like the field goal stance.
Okay. Greg Greg said you had a cap out answer. He
Not a
said
cap
you
out
answered
answer.
crazy.
Not a cap out answer. Not a cap out answer. I'm just telling you the truth. If it's fourth
He
down, it's fourth
also
and one, and well, go ahead.
I was gonna say he also wants to know where do you have Jalen Hurts ranked on terms of clutch quarterbacks.
What you rank him as?
I don't know, bro, because it's kind of hard when you that the clutch word is hard because Caleb Williams done had some clutch moments. Jaden Daniels had clutch moments.
He did. He did. I gotta put him.
Um,
I gotta put him in there. I only say the only reason why I say that I made that face with Caleb Downs was because he only did it 1 year.
yeah, I know. But Jaden Daniels only did it 1 year too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Was that year when he was throwing all them
Yeah,
Hail
yeah, he
Marys?
only did it 1 year too.
So, so, it's hard. That's why I say it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm gonna put him in the top five. Um, yeah, I'll probably put him in the top five. Probably five.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely put him top five. I'll say the first list will be well. The first one is Patrick Mahomes all day. I mean, that's no question right there. The second one will be Josh Allen. I'll say the second will be Josh Allen. The third
Yeah, I
one will
think Josh Allen.
be yes, the Josh Allen will be the second. The third one will probably be I would
Do
say
you think
Lamar
Lamar is
though, but
clutch?
I
I feel
would
like
say
Lamar has a
him,
lot
but
of clutch moments. Yeah, he has a lot
but
of clutch
I
moments.
haven't seen
I can't.
enough to say to put him on that list. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Okay. That's why I said it's
You feel
hard
me?
because Lamar is clutch though.
You feel me though? Yeah, but you feel me though? He is clutch, but it's hard to kind of put him in it because he hasn't really given me a lot of clutch moments to say, or not a lot, but enough clutch moments to say, oh, okay, this guy is clutch for sure. You feel me?
Okay, so
I don't think
you
I
say
have
you
enough
keeping
moments
Lamar.
from Lamar.
Okay. Matthew Stafford.
I would say Joe Burrow. Yes. Yeah, I'll say
Mm,
Matthew. And then I'll put Jalen in four. I'll put, and then five. I'll put five.
so you put Hurts before Daniels.
The only reason why is because Jalen did it more times than just 1 year. That's the only reason why I put him on top of Jalen Daniels.
So
That's the only
are
reason
you
why.
keeping? Because if we talking just like years and all that, are you keeping Aaron Rodgers off? Because Aaron Rodgers has a lot of clutch moments.
Well, then you talking about you going way back, bro. You're going way back.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
If you're
no, I
going way
mean,
back,
it's like
then Hurts is
he's still
probably in
playing right
top
now.
15.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah,
all
you
time.
talking about
I only say Aaron Rodgers because he's still active right now. And if he was retired, I wouldn't have said
when
his
when the
name.
last
But
time
since
you
he's still active,
when was the last time you see him had a clutch moment? I can't remember. I can't remember. I
that's
can't remember.
like
Been a
Green
long time,
Bay.
brother.
It was in
Been a
Green Bay.
minute.
That's the last time. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'll put Aaron Rodgers as clutch, one of the clutch guys of all time. I'll say all time. Now, this day and age, no. Now, this day
Oh,
and age, no. But all time, yeah.
okay. So basically, Greg, to answer your question, number four. Manny say four. I'll probably say five, just to be safe.
I'll take 4 or 5. Yeah, my man got to be top five. Period. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'll take 4 or 5. It's cool. I'll settle for that. It's all right. My man, Jay Harris, QB1. Let's get it. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
but that's how I
could
feel.
possibly be six.
It could possibly be six.
It could possibly, depending on what Caleb Williams do, because Caleb Williams had a lot of clutch moments. So is it Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels are the two wild cards for me. Whereas like I gotta see like they had a lot of clutch moments, but it's only happened in 1 year, so I gotta see them do more.
Having in 1 year. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, though. But yeah, let us know how you feel about
Greg
um
said.
the joint.
Greg said I
What you
gotta
say?
watch more Eagles games. I gotta watch more Eagles games. I don't know if he that clutch. Maybe I'm wrong. LOL.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong, brother. You're wrong. No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Greg. You're wrong, brother. You talking about maybe I'm wrong? You're wrong. I've seen plenty of Jalen Hurts games. My man's clutch, no doubt. My man's a winner. Period. But anyway, you know, but yeah, though, let us know what's going on, how you feel about the takeaways from this great showdown joint practice part one with New England Patriots starring AJ Brown and Philadelphia Eagles starring Jalen Hurts. Drama feud showdown. Let us know how you feel about that, and then also we're going to be following the story again tomorrow as well. Well, not tomorrow. Well, I mean, we're gonna follow tomorrow, but we're gonna be talking about it live Friday, unless Sean puts the video on tomorrow. I guess I don't know, but we'll figure it out. But we'll figure it out. But yeah, though, let us know how you feel about that. And yeah, that being said, that's all the topics for today. We want to thank y'all for tuning in, like always. We appreciate everybody that came out, show love and support. We didn't see the comments. Sean did. I'm going to be working on that right after we get off. Um, because that's unacceptable. I gotta see y'all comments. And we value y'all. We value y'all very, very, very much. And so, yeah. So we got definitely gonna get that fixed. And anything you want to say, Sean, before we dip on out?
Yeah, nah. You basically said what I was gonna say. That you gotta fix these comments. You gotta fix the comments.
I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it, bro. I'm gonna fix it. I gotta go to the settings or something like that, but I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah,
I'll
appreciate that.
figure it out. Yes, sir. So we'll be here Friday. Be here Friday. Um, and then another announcement too is that well, I told Sean this on the sidebar, but I'm telling everybody this on the live is that we actually got approved, to be on live on TikTok. So now we're just trying to figure out when exactly we're gonna be on TikTok. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna come pretty soon. But the good news is about the TikTok live is that we're gonna be able to bring more guests into the show, into our platform on TikTok. And so I'm very, very excited about that. We just got to figure out when it's going to happen and when we all this is going to take place. We'll let you know for sure when we get all the information and all the details. Yo, that would be the first to know. But yeah, TikTok is up and running, and we're going to be getting more guests on the John. And Greg is definitely is going to be one of the guests inside that TikTok live for sure, for sure, for sure. And so, Greg, you hear what I said? Get your TikTok account ready. 'Cause, you're gonna be on. But yeah, though. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's one of the announcement. And then also, you already know that September 13th, we gonna be on at Lincoln Financial Field. Um, doing content, interviewing fans, and doing all types of stuff. And so we want y'all to be there, see y'all, and everything like that. We can't wait to be there, enjoying interacting with engagement and stuff like that, and to kick off the season. And we're very very excited about that. And so yeah, so those are the two major announcements. But yeah, other than that, we'll see you Friday.
Yeah, Greg said he ready. I said Greg
You
said he
better be
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
You better be ready. You better be ready. We're gonna be on it soon. We're gonna be on it real soon. So yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be back here Friday, same place, same time. And this is What's the Word Sports Podcast. This is your boy Manny.
Sure, boy, Sean.
and we out. Take it easy. Be safe. God bless. See y'all Friday.
That's